What's going on, guys? Today we're doing a guitar lesson from R.E.M. The name of the song is Strange Currencies off of Monster. It's a very cool track. It's pretty simple and pretty straightforward, so hopefully we can get through the lesson pretty fast. So the first thing you want to do is tune your guitar to standard tuning, which is going to be EADGBE. So let's tune up, and I'll play the track. I'll play through the guitar riffs, and we'll do the breakdown after. Starting with the low string, E. Next string is A. Next string, D. Fourth string is B. Fifth string is G. I'm sorry, I flipped the strings. That's G. This is B. Next string is E. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's pretty much how you play the guitar riff. So this is pretty straightforward. The entire riff is in 4/4 timing, or I'm sorry, it's 6/8 timing, and or 3/4 timing. So you can play that guitar riff just in basically eighth notes. So it's like triplet, 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 or you can do 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Yeah, I'm sorry, 6/8 timing. So you'll play that guitar riff starting with the C chord. The first chord is a C. So that's going to be a C, and you're basically adding a couple notes onto that. You're going to add one note, actually. It's going to be the G on the high E string. So you play that C, and you add this G here on the E string. So that's how your first chord starts. And you move the second chord is going to be these two. You see my two fingers here, the middle finger and the ring finger on the second and third fret. You move them down one string, almost like your fingers are stuck together. You're moving them, skipping one string down completely. So now you're on the second fret of the G string and the third fret of the D string. So let's kind of go over the rhythm. So like I said, that's one, and it's very sequential. It's very arpeggio. So what the string I'm using, let's talk about the strings I'm playing. I'm going to hit the A string first, D string, G string, and then I'm going to skip to the E string, and then the B string. G string. So, okay, you can see I walk, I'm kind of play upwards, like I'm playing upwards. Okay, so the next chord, that F that I'm playing, I'm starting on the D string, and then the G string. So there's the D, there's the G, B string, high E string, B string, and G string. So I'm sort of walking the pick down the strings and then back up for that chord. Only thing to note about that F chord is you're going to take your middle finger off of the G string, so you play the G string open, only when you're coming up. So when you're going down, you have your middle finger on the 2nd fret, but when you're coming up, it's open string. Let's talk about the next part of the song. It's going to be an F chord, same chord. You're only going to go down. You're going to play the down part of it, not the up part. So you're going to play the down part. It's a D string, G string, B string, high E string. And the next chord is going to be, I don't know what this chord's called, but 2nd fret on the D string, open G, 1st fret on the B string, and 3rd fret on the high E string. And one thing to note about the F that I played, when you're playing down, you do not pick the high E string. You're only playing the D string, G string, and B string. Same with this next chord. And you're going to play a D minor chord. So you're going to start with the D string, playing on my right hand. D string, G, B, high E string, back to B, play the G but open this time, not on the 2nd fret. Then you're going to play a G chord. So you're going to play a G chord. The form I'm playing here is the 3rd fret on the E string, low E string, D string, G string, these are open, 3rd fret on the B string, and 3rd fret on the high E string. So I start with that low string, and like I said, I go down to the high E string, and coming back up, I'm going to hit the B string, G string, and D string. Not the D string, I'm sorry, just the G string. Okay, so let's talk about the next part. Where was I at? So the next part's going to be, I guess, the chorus, and it's a C chord. It starts with that same C chord. So you're going to play. You're going to strum the chord downwards. Only to the B string. Then you're going to hit that high E string. And then you're going to hit the B string. Just like that. That pattern is going to be used for the rest of the chords in the chorus. All right, so the next chord is a G chord, same kind of G chord. And you're going to go to an F bar chord. F bar chord, that's an F major bar chord, first fret. For those of you guys who aren't too familiar with the F chord, using my index finger to bar the first fret. That's from the low E string down to the high E string, and third fret on the second string on the A string, third fret on the D string, and second fret on the G string. Back to the C chord. And then it's going to be an F, but the F is played a little bit differently with your right hand. So this is going to be an arpeggio. You're hitting the low string first, then the G string, then the D string, then you're going to hit the high E string, B string, G. So using that same pattern with your right hand, you're going to play the G chord again. So together, that's all for the chorus. Together it should sound like this. Kind of forget you have to play an arpeggio on that last one. Let's try one more time. That's a little closer. Okay, the next part, for the chorus, actually, there's a second part to the chorus. You're going to play that C chord, G chord, F, C. This time you're not going to go to an F, you're going to go to a D minor. And it's going to be arpeggio again. So you're going to start with the D string, D, G, high E, B, hit the G string, high E string, B, G, not an A like I just played. I think you're going to play, you're going to play that high E to B to G. You're going to play that one more time. So you see what I play the D here. Like I said, the B, the G. So E, B, G, E, B, G, E, B, G. It's a set of 3. And you're going to play a G chord. The way I played that G is basically the same way I played it for the rest of the chorus. Low string, G, D, high E, B, G. And then you're going to play the entire chord. It's going to be strummed downwards, the whole chord, and then you go back into the verse. And that intro riff, which I skipped, I don't know why I skipped it. It's going to be a pull off from the D string, 3rd fret on the A string. Once you play that 3rd fret on the A string, just keep your finger there and let it ring out. So you do the pull off. 3rd fret, open D, hit that 3rd fret again. When you hit that 3rd fret, you're going into the actual chord. So that's how that works. The next part of the song is you play a chorus again, and you're going to go into the bridge. The bridge is an A minor to a G. A minor being open A string, 2nd fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G, 1st fret on the B, and open high E string. You're going to play this arpeggio. You're going to do an arpeggio, of course. You play the whole chord, down strum pattern. and you hit the high E string, B string, G string. I think you do 2 down strums. Yeah, 2 down strums. Yeah, just like that. So the next part is very similar to the end of the chorus. It's going to be an F chord, to a C chord, to the D minor, 3 times to a G. So that's all there is to it. It just the chords are a little bit different arrangement, but it's all the riffs are there. So okay, if you guys have any questions, leave them on my comment page, or if you want to go to my channel as well on the actual channel. So thanks for watching.